Friends of our channel and YouTubers, welcome. Answers of an Alien from Andromeda, 48th video, June 21, 2011. Friends, we have been busy at the base in Antarctica, and the moon base. There are a lot of movements here in the solar system, and many large ships in the center of the system, close to the sun, to recharge the systems and monitor activity with probes of atomic absorption in readiness. The community Galactica is very quiet. There are opinions that it is planning some action in the orbit of the dwarf star. I will try to keep you informed. This colony cannot be extinguished by a cataclysmic event, after so much investment in it, so, if they realize this possibility, they can adopt some palliative measures. I know it's hard for you to understand that on your planet cannot get all the current inhabitants, but it is small. There is a limit to the planet's resources. You in these new times have the opportunity to develop other colonies if necessary to maintain biophysical balance of the planet, and everything that lives in it, just as my society currently maintains 3 colonies off the planet Mother. Your current government wants to maintain control and keep its current plans in progress, even though the presence of the community Galactica, because they intended to legitimize the territorial possession. But that possibility does not exist, because the frequency will determine who goes, and who stays, in this new society. Possibly, they may be adopted by the reptilians, so that genetic research can continue in their own colonies. Look, no one will drive them away, but they do not reincarnate else on the planet Earth from the change of frequency. We knew of the existence of an official request, from the reptilians, awaiting the appointment of Earthlings as a race for the occupation of the planet Mars, by a mixed colony reptilian Earthlings. If the plans of your elite go wrong with respect to the planet Earth, they are trying to ensure the planet Mars as a particular planet of them. It would be a good plan, if not for the association with a colony reptilian unreliable. Possibly, these are undesirable neighbors, but you will have to live with it in your solar system, in case this came to be realized, as it seems. Now, let's look at some specific questions. Question: Epionic asks, what can you tell us about Fukushima? The release of plutonium in Reactor 4 is horrible. What will the community Galactica do? Are they already there? Epionic: the problems currently caused by errors and calculation of your own society, are the sole responsibility of you, as a race. To be considered as a race, you have to prove being responsible for your actions, and not being treated like children, who need constant attention and guidance of elders. This is a reality, with which you have to learn to deal from now on, or are adults, or are children. As given to the characteristics of government adopted by you, has become increasingly elitist, the community Galactica will intercede for the new colony, which soon will be enabled by 10% of the population, which could increase for the level 1 of frequency. The Pleiadians will be instructed to neutralize the effects, in remaining regions where your new cities will be installed. With a tectonic movement, any atomic power plant that is buried in this process, will have its radiation absorbed by the magma of the planet. Question: Jose asks, what are the paranormal manifestations? Are these reptilians? Joseph: paranormal manifestations are any abnormal phenomena, occurred in the 3rd dimension. A ship becomes visible, an artificial being projected by bioholography through a wall, interacts with objects, or fly. These are all creations of the advanced scions of the 3rd dimension. There are some people with the brain activated by a genetic abnormality that may seem strange phenomena, witnessing scenes of parallel universes, or become remote observers, but do not have control and do not know how to interact with such sensitivity. In all cases, these people do not know what they're looking, why, or where these events are occurring. Question: a mate asks, I plan to take my family to what I hope is a safe place. If you and your fleet were ordered to help us, how do we know that is you? Reptilians and their greys will be out there too. Mate, I think CB has advised you. But, anyway, know that any ships that come to attempt a rescue of survivors will not be reptilian. The reptilians know that cannot be directly involved with this humanoid colony, so do not worry about it. Ships from Andromeda, Pleiades, Aldebaran, Sirius, Arcturus, Camelopardalis, Alcades, Crudian, among others, will continue here at the request of the Community Galactica. Therefore, the reptilians will not be directly involved with this action, because their ships would be easily detected. Question: Yorick asks, could you enlighten us telling at what exact time or period a soul is derived to a human fetus or newborn? Stating present humankind is far from reliable birth control techniques in usage, apologies to that. May abortion be tolerated to this age, practices to which I apologize as well, but do comprehend? Yorick, once a fetus begins to form, may already have phala waiting for this opportunity to reincarnate, but in reality, that soul will only be transferred to the fetus in the case of earthlings, between 90 and 120 days of formation, because only then the brain will be ready to be stimulated. Anyway, an abortion is a process that should only be used as a last resort, not to avoid pregnancies arising out of irresponsibility, or lack of proper programming. I hope this has taken away your doubts. Today I need to return early, because we have a full schedule helping major changes being made on the base of Antarctica. Over 100 spacecraft are down there right now. See you in a few days. Friends, do not stress by the events to come, everything in the universe is cyclical. Blasphemes the number of turns that you will give in your sun, regress your development. You incarnate or not, is you, an intelligent individual unit, that is part of a whole chain of development. A tree to generate light must burn. Intelligent beings can spontaneously generate light. The biolight is also present on your planet, your sea fireflies spontaneously generate light, and many marine animals that also generate light. There are cells that are organic light emitting, that is, the light may be biologically present in all living things, but, in the case of the aura, the wavelength is very different from the existing light in the third dimension, is a light from the fourth dimension. You will meet some third-dimensional beings that can emit light. They can simply illuminate how fireflies do. Don't think you are seeing ghosts. They simply live in places that the light body is a necessity of life. Everything is written in the genome. With the advanced genetics, you can create flowers that literally illuminate your path. You still have a lot of nice things to see. Have barely begun to know the universe. Thanks for watching. Join our channel. You are welcome there.